Good morning. It's now the 14th of October, which I actually had to check because I feel like we're already losing track of days. But this is our second full day in Izmir. We really only have 2 full days just based on our timing and departure. But we have not really too many plans. There's really not a whole lot of stuff to see actually in Izmir. Like there's not huge tourist attractions and kind of just a city to see. So with that being said, we have created a make your own food tour. We will kind of wander around the city and try a few things. I think our first stop might be Turkish Coffee, but it's a little ways away. We've got a kebab place for lunch, which we can obviously share because it's going to be a lot of food today. Then the simit, which is, am I saying that right?
I have no idea, but it's like a Turkish bagel. It's a much bigger bagel, but with a bigger hole in it. So it's still a thin piece of bread, but much larger.
Yeah. And then we have a Bomba, which is like a filled cookie of sorts. And then lastly, Kelly's really looking forward to the barek.
Yeah, it's like a savory version of baklava from what I understand. I could be totally wrong, but we'll find out.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We also have a few errands to get. I need to get a hat because my head keeps getting burnt. And a few other things. So we will see how today goes. Well, successful morning. I found a hat. We got a few errands done that we needed to get done for things. And now we are on a pier that was kind of next to our hotel. It looked like a lively place at night, but definitely not a lively place in the middle of the day. We're walking up to a park and definitely have heard this is the wedding dress capital of the world. I have no doubts. Watch this.
I should note that Kyle has walked reasonably slowly for me to ogle at all of the pretty gowns. Definitely coming back here if I ever need a pretty dress or something. Obviously not a wedding dress. Checked that box a while ago. But for pretty dresses in general, definitely coming back here.
Alright, so we just finished our first spot on the list, which is a kebab place. Definitely local. I think that we were certainly the only tourists and Americans in the spot, but they could not have been more hospitable to be not knowing how to order, not understanding the menu, which was just written on a wall in Turkish only. There was zero English in the spot, so he let me come up to the bar and said, do you want something vegetarian or meat? And I said 1 and 1. And so he's like, why don't I just give you like a sample platter of all the vegetarian things that we have? Sounds great. And it was truly fantastic. Everything was really good. It was a quick in and out, which was nice. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was great. The plate had like some sort of spinach or leafy vegetable on it that was cooked, which was great. Some sort of like mushroom and potatoes and carrots, and the meatballs were, ooh, yum.
Yeah, they were really good. I added a little bit of spice in the local Turkish fashion, which I thought was really good.
I think the local Turkish people add a lot more spice, but
Yeah, I did. I was a little spice.
they sort of pour the spice on. We did a little bit.
Yeah, so now we are heading basically clear across town-ish. It's about a little over a mile, to get some Turkish coffee. All right, round 2, success. Just had some Turkish coffee at this lovely little restaurant over our shoulder here. Just a little coffee house, and it was just one guy in there. Didn't speak a lot of English, but again, like super, super nice. Everybody is super nice.
And we had Turkish Delight too, which was great.
Yeah, so it was a really good experience. Turkish coffee is, and I'm sure I've got the little video, it's a very small cup. It's served extremely hot, and the grounds are actually in the cup. So you wait a minute for it to cool off, and the grounds sink to the bottom of the cup, and then you basically get like 2/3 of the cup full of coffee. It's really, really strong, but it's very smooth. Like, I don't know if you can describe it any better.
It's kind of like espresso without that bitterness or burn, I guess.
Yeah, it's
a little chalky though.
Yeah, it is a little chalky. I think just because of the grounds that are in it, but it is really smooth. It's not heavy. Like espresso, I feel like can be slightly heavy depending on where you get it, but it's like the body. I'm gonna use some wine terminology here. It's like a medium-bodied cup of coffee. It's really good. I enjoy it. I think that was at least pretty authentic. So now I think we're gonna go find some simit at the next place before the cookies.
And the owner taught me how to say thank you in Turkish with
Hit
some
it.
broken English.
Hit it.
Teşekkür.
There we go. Teşekkür. All right, on to simit. Well, we did not get simit. Instead, we got Ayran. Thanks, Kelly.
My fault. It's a local favorite. It's yogurt, salt, and water. I had read that it was kind of polarizing. People either love it or hate it. I don't think we liked it, but I'm glad we tried it. It was less than $1, so not the world's worst.
No, I will be very happy living the rest of my life never drinking such a thing again. No, it was it's exactly what it is. Salty, like sour
Yeah, it
milk.
kind of tasted like ocean yogurt.
Yeah, not a fan. But anyway, on to what I'm looking forward to the most, which is cookies. Been waiting all day for these bombas, which are like cookies with stuff inside. So this is supposed to be a chocolate one. Yeah, those are for me. That gets the taste of Ayran out of my mouth. Really good. We went to a place called Bomba. Yeah, essentially bombas are just the chocolate bomba, like Kelly said, is just a vehicle for Nutella.
Yeah.
Really good, despite the fact that Kelly poured it on her hand and burned herself. It was really good, but you can see the line out here is definitely intense, so it must be one of the favorites. It was really, really good.
It was kind of like a crepe with just pie filling or Nutella or whatever inside.
Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, cookies are definitely more my thing than the Ayran, but I think that concludes our self-guided food tour around Izmir. From the first place where we had kind of a more lunch of a vegetarian dish with different vegetables, from what we think was like a stuffed bell pepper, some yogurt, you're gonna have to help me, some zucchinis, green beans. Like, it was just a platter of different vegetables, all prepared very different to what we would have at home, plus I think it was, Kelly thinks it's beef meatballs, I'm not really sure. But it was meatballs in a white cream sauce with some olive oil and some red pepper flakes. And then obviously we went and had coffee, and then the Ayran, and then finished up on a high note here with the Bomba. So
To be fair, the Ayran was, or Ayran, I think, was a bit of a mix-up. It was supposed to be the Samit place, but I think they were out of that, so we went for the...
I think Samit is a morning thing.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll have to try that in Istanbul in the morning. But I think that concludes our self-guided food tour, so we might just wander around a little bit more.